Well, we were asked a question about occultism to read books about occultism, about witchcraft, white witchcraft, black witchcraft, occultism, which unfortunately in the West is called spirituality, which has nothing to do with the spiritual world. It has to do with metaphysics, but it has nothing to do with the spiritual world. What's the difference? I'm going to explain it to you. Well, let's see. We have beings that exist. And first, the most powerful is God, the creator of the world. Then there are the angels, whose power comes from God. They are pure intellects that only obey God. They have no passion, no carnal desire. They don't have a physical body. They don't need anything like lust or desire. Nothing like that. That's what the angels are. So after that, there are the angels. The third are us, human beings, who have intellect, which is pure light, and can lead us on the path to God. And we also have lust and carnal desire. The fourth level, before reaching animals, which are also living beings, includes different types of animals. The fish, mammals, which are the most similar to us, birds, among others. Between animals and us, there's a kind, or let's say a genus, that has many species. This type, which are not like animals. Well, when I say animal, the ant is an animal, the elephant is an animal, the eagle is an animal, the whale is an animal, the shark is an animal, and they all fall under the category of animal, you understand. When I talk about human beings, the whites, blacks, yellows, reds, Turks, Arabs, Chinese, Latinos, they are all human beings. But there is a type that exists between animals and humans, which are the jinn. That third type has a variety of species, much more than animals. Much more than animals. So they come in different types, different bodies, different appearances. All intellectually weaker than us. It means they are intellectually inferior. What you call demons are a small group of jinn. They are all intellectually inferior to us humans, but physically they are superior to us and the animals, yet inferior to the angels. Physically, the angels are light. They are from the flame of fire. So their body is more subtle, but their intellectual power is weaker. Well, the yen are divided into two groups. The evil ones, which are headed by the king, who is called Satan. You call him Lucifer. Satan. The good ones, who dedicate their whole lives to worshipping God. So, among the jinn, those who use their intellect are superior to others, who are like animals, who, for example, eat corpses, and are found in dark, dirty places, in jungles, in the seas. They are everywhere. They are everywhere. They have different faces, they can have different appearances. Some are like animals, very inferior. Do they never tempt you? Yes. But well, those who can bring us closer and tempt us are not believers. Believers already dedicate their lives to worshiping God. They never bring us closer. Believers can, for example, bring some wise people, some mystics, or an imam. But the evil ones who follow Satan, they can. Yes, they can. They have a plan to destroy us humans. How to destroy us? If we follow all intellect, science, and wisdom, we will never fall into war. We will never fall into hatred or envy, because all of that brings destruction. Why would I hate someone? Why would I envy someone? I'm not crazy. So, what the demons do is make humans lose their intellectual power. What are we going to see when we can lose our intellect? One loses their intellect when lust. So a person says, I can now do anything that harms me. The person is going to betray his wife. Does he ask why you did it? Oh, well, it's just that I was very lustful. I don't know. I couldn't resist. My intellect. If that person asks their intellect, was what you did good? He says, no, it was bad. Why did you do it? I lost my intellect. I lost my power. It means the intellect wasn't at the helm. So who was at the helm? Lust. What else can make us lose? Listen. So the important things first and foremost are lust and love for the mundane. A person goes crazy over a woman, over sex. A person goes crazy over a car. A person goes crazy over power, ambition. It's a broader lust than just sex, but well, the most common form of lust among humans is sex. However, beyond that, and more powerful than sex, are other things that are less common. Everyone has their idol. One loves being president, does everything possible to become president. That love, that mission of the mundane. So the guy is like love. It's a kind of love. Everyone goes crazy over something. In the beginning, it's all about sex. And then one thing. After that, the rest of life is dedicated to reaching that love. One wants to be the boss. Loves being in charge. Giving orders, being adored by others. That is love. So first, what can destroy your intellect? Is the love of the mundane, passion, ambition, lust. Well, that's the first type. Shahwat in Arabic. The second is fear. So you're going to see a lot of horror movies. Why do they make horror movies? When you are a lustful person, you will be a coward. Many people commit crimes out of cowardice, out of being evil, out of cowardice. For example, he rapes a girl and then kills her. Why did you kill her? Did you rape her because you killed her? Why did he torture her? Where does cowardice come from? Why do you do that to others? Because you commit crimes. That's ugly, what you're doing. An old woman can be that. Your grandmother. It's cowardice. He says, I'm scared. I have money today to buy the drugs I need. I'm afraid I might lose tomorrow. So I saw that little grandmother talking on her cell phone in the street. I attacked him and I checked his cell phone. Out of cowardice. So Satan, the second weapon that is powerful enough is if one gives in, surrenders to terror. To the fear that many of these occult books want to show you. If one gives in, surrenders to terror. To the fear that many of these occult books want to show you. The powerful demon. In horror movies, you will always see the powerful evil. What is terror going to transmit to you? Fear. Now it's getting closer to you. For example, in the Saw movies, the saw is going to cut a person in half. And when you go to see that movie, it even scares you to go to the bathroom. If you're in the bathroom, they turn off the light. You die of fear. So Satan controls you with lust and then with fear. With fear, with terror. All those horror movies, they all serve Satan. Like the occult books with many lies. They want to show you that the world of these evildoers has power. He doesn't have it at all. Satan has no power. They want to show the power of the demon parallel to the power of God. For example, they show that a person is possessed. Possessed, zombies, pure lies. Draculas. A person goes out at night, those people who have seen horror movies, one night you take them to a dark cemetery. He can't walk in that cemetery, and even less when you're about to abandon him. Suddenly, from behind, you leave that person behind and hide behind one of those tombstones. When it looks for you suddenly, you're going to jump and die of fear. Dies of fear. Why? Because Satan is controlling him. Courage comes from faith, the person who has given into lust. For example, porn addicts are very, very corrupt. They are cowards. They have cowardice. The one who steals is a coward because he is afraid of the future. He is afraid of poverty. Inna shaitan yukhawwifu awliya'ah. How is he going to tame us? How is he going to dominate us? Satan's method of domination is through fear.
إن الشيطان يخوف أولياءه.
In the US now, how is he controlling the world? My aircraft carrier is right there and it's going to drop a bomb. I'm powerful. Why does it have so many military bases around the world? It spreads fear. If a government has no fear, nothing happens. For example, what has happened to Iran? 45 years and the US doesn't want us. What has happened? Nothing. Iran is developing more every day. It's becoming a more powerful country. Do you see that it works? But if, for example, a country is afraid of the US, there it has given everything up. Look at the US. The aircraft carrier is nearby, and it dropped a bomb, and that's it. They're going to give everything up. So the second most powerful weapon of Satan is fear. So through these books, occultism, witchcraft, and everything, they are controlling you. The more you give in to your imaginations, the demon, the ogre they create is pure imagination. So reading these books is controlling your imagination. That's why we say it's forbidden to read the book on occultism, because you allow them to dominate your imagination. These novels, these horror movies, these books on occultism are controlling your imagination. Where does fear come from? Does that fear exist in the outside world? No. Fear comes from within us. So we are going to be the wicked ones of the earth. For example, you go out in Bogota or Caracas at night and you're afraid that you're going to get mugged, and that fear of being mugged is a demon that's going to attack you, or is it a human being given over to the imaginations of the demon? That's the question. Who brings you insecurity? Who brings you the wound, death, accidents, being run over, betrayal? A human being. But this human being who controls your mind, the imaginations that have been fed to you with the lies of Satan, that's called the whisper,
يوسوس في صدور الناس,
is speaking to the heart. Satan speaks to your heart. The followers of Satan speak to your heart. They invite you to fear. What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? That you have fear, that you have lust, because Satan loves lust. Nudity. Every day you're going to see, for example, a Spencer Tunick taking a collective nude photo because he awakens lust. When lust awakens in you, it takes away your intellect. So we've said lust, fear. And the third is anger. Anger. Anger comes from fanaticism. I am arrogant because I am arrogant for my tribe, for my ethnicity, for my country, for my party, for my political party. It's called fanaticism. That's where anger comes from. Because I want to be the almighty, I am the arrogant one. When someone disrespects me because I am that arrogant one, it makes me angry. So the other way Satan controls people is through anger. A person who is super angry doesn't know what they're doing. The humble will never be super angry. But a person who is already arrogant, when their personality is trampled on, when they are insulted, can no longer control themselves because they are an arrogant person. It breaks their arrogance. That person can't control themselves. So those are three weapons of Satan: lust, ambition, fear, cowardice, and anger. So with these three, it leads us to all crimes. But even more, Satan wants us to erase intellect from our lives. How does it make us erase? There are instruments of Satan out there, and it makes people play these instruments. First is the wine. The wine is a substance. It erases your intellect. The second one is music. Haram music, forbidden music, makes you lose your intellectual power. A person listens to the music and already loses their sense. That music drives me crazy. So in sight, we've talked about lust. In hearing the music or the singing, this controls you. Haram food makes you lose your intellect. Pork, hardens the heart, and prepares you to be tamed by Satan. You lose the spiritual sense in your heart. What else have we said? Alcohol, lust, and pornography make you lose your intellect. Forbidden music, the dance. The dance, you're going to dance with a semi-naked girl, and that's also lust. Dance, I mean, even among men, the dance with music. So that combination is going to be the devilish life of everything else that's in this book of occultism. You're going to mix the blood of a dead string with the fetus of a wolf, and there it is. And you pour in snake venom, mixing it with a finger of the scorpion. We'll serve it in a silver pot, and in the end, you say these words, and that's how the spell is made. Well, all those nonsense that is called witchcraft, nonsense, and all of it is spells. All of that is to contact the world of demons. All that dark stuff, those dark things, dead things, are nonsense that the demons are going to make up for you. But the closer you get to them, the worse they can affect you. Because when you close your eyes, you see the negative world. You hate everyone. You see everything bad, everything that happens to you. You woke up on the wrong side of the bed, that's what they call it. So, stay away from all of that. Islam teaches you how to make the intellect dominate the body. So, in the prayer that we do, it's like the best form of moving meditation. Meditating while you're in motion, meditating with the remembrance of God, thinking about the source of the blessed light of all that is best, which is Almighty God. So you are receiving the best blessing possible. That's right, dear brother. Stay away from all those nonsense, Satan's foolishness. You won't be dominated by Satan.
و السلام علیکم و رحمت الله و برکاته.